Hey guys, it's Jolene with the Cup of Joe. I am out on my deck today. I absolutely love my deck. I don't get out here as much as I should, but I'm out here today because something is on my heart and I want to share it with you. Some of you may catch this later. That's totally fine by me. I'm just going to share my heart. But I was reading something in my devotions this morning which really emphasized that one of my goals is to help you arrive at a place of peace and hope with regards to this health and fitness journey that you're on. I know those are not two words that you normally hear when it comes to like nutrition and exercise, but peace and hope are words that I feel are my responsibility to impart to those who I am coaching, those who are struggling with exercise, those who are struggling with nutrition. The words peace and hope, I feel, are something that I am responsible to impart to you. And how necessarily do I do that? How do I do that? Well, the first thing, I've spoken about this often, but I recently read a book called The Diet Fix. I absolutely love the approach that Dr. Yoni Friedhoff, he's a board certified obesity doctor in Ottawa. I love his approach. I feel like it's very akin to the approach that I take with my clients, and that approach is that if you are not enjoying, let's say, the diet process that you are in, you feel like it is a chore, you are struggling, you feel deprived, you're hungry all the time. It's something that brings stress to your life, but you got to get through that diet. You got to get through those 7 days. You will never arrive at a place of sustainability. You won't. You'll continue in that cycle of trying to find that next diet. Now, am I saying that losing weight is wrong? No, losing weight is not wrong. Am I saying that you can eat anything you want all the time? Nope, not saying that either. Obviously, to lose weight, there has to be a little bit of calorie restriction, right? It happens. But when you get to the point where you're eliminating entire food groups without cause, without medical cause, excuse me, that was wind. When you're getting to a place where you're checking off the days until you can finish this thing, you're hungry and yet you can't eat because the plan says no, then you are in a process that is actually pretty negative. And how would you even continue on with that for life? That's just not going to be sustainable. So that's what I began really working with my clients on probably a few months ago. And even though I do use the container system, the Portion Fix container system, to work with people, one of the things that I make sure of is that if they are hungry or if they have exercised more than normal for the day, we make sure that you eat, from all food groups. We help you make the best choices. We help you to understand, are you really hungry, or maybe you're dehydrated? But I'm not the type of coach who's going to say to you, oh, it's 6 o'clock at night and you've already eaten everything you're supposed to eat for the day. I'm sorry that you're hungry, but you're going to have to deprive yourself. Wrong. Just totally wrong. So that is why the words peace and hope, I feel like as a coach, as a Christian, as a mom, and as a wife, I want to impart to friends and family and those of you who are on this journey. And if I am not helping you to remove the shackles of perfection, of doing that diet perfectly or aesthetically having the perfect body, if I am not doing everything in my power to help remove those shackles of perfection, then I am not doing justice, do justice as a coach. So if you choose at some point to work with me, I want to make sure that you understand my philosophy. Again, I'm going to point you to the Diet Fix, which basically says all diets do work. That's true. You know how people say diets don't work? Well, that's a lie. All diets work. They do. The difference is that if you are on some sort of system that you cannot sustain for the long haul, that it is just this grueling process, then you'll continue to be on a diet over and over and over again. And that's not what I want to impart to people who work with me. So anyway, part of the reason I got on today was because I shot for the health of it, so I have makeup on. Because normally I'm not like done up at all, but I have a deal for new clients right now, and that is to receive the book The Diet Fix from me. That's how strongly I feel about it. I love following evidence-based physicians, especially those who have gone back to school to learn about nutrition, because many of them have not. So I follow the ones who have gone back to make sure that they are up to speed on nutritional choices for people. And I really feel like Dr. Friedhoff has a philosophy that I attached myself to before I even realized that he existed. So I'm like, that was like a God thing. I was like, yay, thank you. So peace and hope. That's what I want to offer. That's the way that I coach someone through nutrition. That's the way that I coach someone through appropriate exercise. Words that have been used to describe me lately, which really baffle me because I would never describe myself like this, are sensible and reasonable. And someone just wrote me the other day and said, I want to work with you because you seem like a real person. Well, I am a real person, but I know what she meant by that. But that is the approach I'm going to take, because so much of what is out there right now is not sustainable, period. And when something is not sustainable and you're always having to check off the boxes and make sure you're staying within plan, and you have to do this plan for this many days and blah, 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 blah. What that means for those of us who are Christians, what that means is you've kind of made it an idol. It's like a golden calf, right? I want to chuck all of that, and that's the approach that I take with people. So thanks, guys, for being here. There are several of you on. If you have any questions, please ask below. If you have a question about what deal am I offering right now with the Diet Fix, there's a pinned post right here on the wall with a very quick video that I made yesterday because I was so excited. So I made it in my kitchen, and it explains everything that I'm offering right now. But I think before jumping, excuse the language, but before jumping in bed with a coach, you really need to know what their philosophy is. What approach do they take? And the approach that I take is that I want to offer you peace and hope on this journey. I want to help to remove shackles of perfection. For those of you who like live, breathe, and think about this all day long, I want to help you chuck that idol. I do. And based upon what I've been seeing with my participants in the Wellness Walk, of which our next one starts on May 29th, I'm watching it happen. I'm watching it happen. So if you want to hear directly from them, you can click reviews and you can read what they have said. They've left reviews on this page. But Wellness Walk is where I'm taking people through my philosophy for the first time. The next one is on May 29th. I'd be glad to share that information with you, but we do have a registration deadline of the 24th. So, all right, guys, thanks for being here. If you have any questions or comments, please type them below. I'm going to go in and have a little lunch before I go teach my last BCCS class of the year. Boy, are they going to get it today. Love those kids. See ya. Bye.